Yeah, so many of the addictive type of behaviors are so subversive to relationships, and how that often bears out in the actual divorce process is something that it's unique case to case, and again, the consultation with an attorney can certainly help you with regards to determining how that's going to affect your case. But in general, we are a no-fault divorce state. So what this means is that back to the 50-50 property division that you're going to see in most cases. Well, if you can conclusively prove that one party or the other is a horrible, abusive person who is squandering the family money by going and gambling, and by the way, they drink and do drugs, none of that has any bearing on the asset or debt allocation. To the extent sometimes if all the debt was incurred by somebody for conduct that was not in furtherance of the marriage, such as pursuing affairs or something like that, that can be relevant, but more or less a side note. The main point being, though, is it is a no-fault divorce state. There's no way to objectively evaluate how bad the conduct is and then somehow, through a court proceeding, somehow determine how that should relate to the finances. You've been a really bad guy, so she should get the whole house. Whereas some other guy's only been kind of bad, so maybe it should just be a 60-40 split of the equity. There's no way to do that with any consistency. It's very subjective. And so the legislature, in their wisdom, and we can't use that term at all times, but certainly as to this, the fact that it's a no-fault divorce state does make sense, and we don't punish people for their bad conduct. But certainly in the custody cases, when children are involved, that conduct clearly can be relevant to whether or not that person is a fit and proper parent. You've got somebody that has some shortcomings that are so bad they've undermined the marriage and caused these other issues that we've discussed. Certainly that's somebody who's likely not to pass a whole lot of scrutiny with regards to a potential custody claim they may be.